Be ready. Start. On the basis of the averments made in the application, reply, and written submissions filed on behalf of the respective parties, we observed that the only issue which is required to be considered by us whether the claim of the applicant regarding the payment of dues after the commencement of the CIRP in pursuance of the letter dated 4/6/2021 from the period 11/10/2019 to 30/6/2021 and for the financial year 2021-22 are liable to be paid by the respondent to the applicant or not. Stop. The contention of the respondent is that the amount claimed by the applicant in terms of letter dated 4/6/2021 is barred under Section 14 of the IBC because during the moratorium no amount is liable to be recovered as the lease rent does not comes under the essential supplies as referred to in Regulation 32 IBBI bracket start insolvency resolution process for corporate persons bracket close Regulation 2016 bracket start hereinafter referred as Regulation bracket close stop. On perusal of the letter referred to supra, we notice that the applicant has claimed the amount towards premium amount which was rescheduled and due and payable in terms of the rescheduled agreement and the lease rent for the financial year 2021-22. Stop. The contention of the respondent is that the said amount does not comes under the essential supplies. Therefore, at this juncture, we would like to refer the relevant regulations 31, 32, 33, 34 and 34A. Stop. Para. On conjoint reading of the said regulation, it is seen that as per Regulation 31, the insolvency resolution process cost under Section 5 within bracket 3 within bracket E includes the item referred to from A to E. Stop. We further noticed that as per Regulation 31 within bracket A, the amount due to supplies of essential goods and services under Regulation 32, which defines the essential supplies, that is electricity, water, telecommunication services and information technology services, comes under the essential supplies, and any amount due under this regulation 32 becomes the insolvency resolution process cost, and the IRP or the RP is under obligation to disclose the item wise resolution process cost, and that is the reason the applicant has claimed the amount which is referred in the letter shall be treated as service rendered under Regulation 32. Any amount due and payable under Regulation 32 comes under the definition of insolvency resolution process cost. Therefore, the same may be shown as insolvency resolution process cost and the applicant is entitled to get it. Stop. Para. At this juncture, we would also like to refer Section 25 of the IBC and the same is reproduced below. Stop. Section 25 Duties of Resolution Professional. First, it shall be the duty of the resolution professional to preserve and protect the assets of the corporate debtor, including the continued business operations of the corporate debtor. Stop. Second, for the purposes of subsection 1, the resolution professional shall undertake the following actions, namely, point A. Take immediate custody and control of all the assets of the corporate debtor, including the business records of the corporate debtor. B. Represent and act on behalf of the corporate debtor with third parties exercise rights for the benefit of the corporate debtor in judicial, quasi-judicial or arbitration proceedings. C. Raise interim finances subject to the approval of the Committee of Creditors under Section 28. D. Appoint accountants, legal or other professionals in the manner as specified by board. E. Maintain an updated list of claims. F. Convene and attend all meetings of the Committee of Creditors. G. Prepare the information memorandum in accordance with Section 29. Stop. Point H. Invite prospective resolution applicants who fulfill such criteria as may be laid down by him with the approval of Committee of Creditors, having regard to the complexity and scale of operations of the business of the corporate debtor and such other conditions as may be specified by the board to submit a resolution plan or plans. Stop. Point I. Present all resolution plans at the meetings of the Committee of Creditors. Point J. File application for avoidance of transactions in accordance with Chapter 3rd if any, and Point K. Such other actions as may be specified by the board. Stop. Para. A bare perusal of Section 25 within bracket 1 shows that it is the duty of the resolution professional to preserve and protect the assets of the corporate debtor, including the continued operation of the corporate debtor. Stop. Admittedly, it is a real estate project, and for the construction of the buildings, a lease was granted to the corporate debtor under terms and conditions which includes the payment of premium and lease rent. Stop. The claim of the applicant that so far the amount due and payable prior to the institution of the CIRP has already been submitted before the resolution professional, but so far dues which are due and payable after the initiation of CIRP in terms of the rescheduled agreement, the applicant is entitled to get it, whereas as we have already observed that respondent claimed protection under Section 14 of the IBC. Therefore, we would also like to refer Section 14 of the IBC, and the same is reproduced below. Stop. Over.